Test, test, test. Test, 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 test. Test, 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 test. All right, let me see if we on, if we live, we live, we recording, we recording. Can you hear me? All right, so this mic, I don't believe this mic is the strongest. Doesn't look like it's the strongest. It's what I get for trying to be fancy. Trying to be fancy don't get you nowhere. Get you nowhere trying to be fancy. And then I said I was going to commit to these lives, and then I had a more pressing engagement to get to. So I want to start on time, at 7. Talk about my topic, which is about copywriting. And I want to give anybody the opportunity who decides to tap in with this live to ask me any questions. Gary Vee said the best thing you have right now going for you is your anonymity. Nobody really knows me right now on a wide scale, so I'm just putting in the work right now to put this content out there about what I know, what I do, who I am. Let's see if this was even recording. Get you know, and I want to give to going for you is your anonymity. Alright, so that's cool. Alright, so the sound is alright. Sound is decent. Put this laptop right here. Copywriting. All right. We're just going to talk about the why of copywriting right now. Okay? The why. Let's just talk about why. Why copywriting. Let's talk about why copywriting, okay? Let me get this done. I don't want to rush this, but I just want to just kind of get my thoughts out there, and I'll be at home tomorrow, so I get more in depth on. But the why of copywriting. Well, the what of copywriting. What is copywriting? So copywriting is sales in print. Okay, it's persuasive words. I first discovered copywriting. Copywriting was the first foray, the main foray. Besides real estate wholesaling was my first real lucrative entrepreneurial pursuit. And then I stumbled into the freelancing world. I've done. I used to write naughty books. Actually, I used to write nasty books. I always had a way with words. I always knew how to put words together. I'm a hip hop baby, so I just have an appreciation for poetry, for putting words together, for making them sound a certain way. Growing up in the environment I grew up around various individuals, and certain individuals live certain lifestyles that they had to exhibit colorful language. And so my dad is a preacher, and so he's by trade he is an orator, right? And so words are powerful. Words are what it's what captures your attention on social media. You're captured by words. You're captured by images, and a combination of those things. What you see visually, what captures you by text, what captures you audibly. But we're talking about copywriting. So copywriting is, again, sales in print. It's persuasive words. I learned about. I kind of stumbled into the world of copywriting by accident, and when I got into it, I learned that being able to put words together in a persuasive manner, in a very intentional manner, in a very strategic, tactical manner, is a valuable skill that you get paid for. And if I knew then what I knew now, I would, I literally made millions for. Here, let me go live on Instagram. I said I was gonna go live on Instagram. It might not be as cool. I'm gonna go live on Instagram. So yeah, I'm just talking about the why, about the basic why about copywriting. Let me show you my screen. Let me show my screen. Boy, this is ghetto, boy. I am ghetto. I'm acting ghetto, but I had to get out. I wasn't planning on being in the office for this, but I had the opportunity to do something, get out in the streets. In the streets. But okay, let me recap. So copywriting. Copywriting is sales in print. It's persuasive words. It equals money. Okay? That's the bottom line is sales. Sales equals money. And what do? You persuade people, or you influence people. Copywriting is influencing by words. Okay? Think of all the great orators of all time. Think of Martin Luther. We just celebrated Martin Luther King Day. What was he known for? His "I Have a Dream" speech, which is doesn't even tip the iceberg of what his legacy really was all about. But we won't get into that. But it was his words that captured people's imagination, along with his action. But he galvanized people through his words. So whether he knew it or not, and that's another thing. All great orators, all great speech givers, they have help. Okay, a lot of times these words aren't just coming from them. The president, all the way down from the president, politicians, anybody who needs to present and communicate in front of a crowd, in front of people, to sell, to be persuasive, to get your ideas across. Usually they have help. They have actual speech writers. They have copywriters. Copywriting is a valuable skill. It's a skill that you can hire for. A lot of times, again, that's how I got into the space of copywriting. It was something that I learned. It was something that I kind of stumbled into, and it helped put actual money into my pocket. I was able to be an asset to business owners, to entrepreneurs, writing their email campaigns, writing their sales copy, writing their scripts for their videos. So that's an actual skill I didn't realize was so valuable. Being able to be persuasive and tactical and intentional with your words. And I'll get into, throughout the rest of the week, I'll get into different techniques and different principles and tenets behind really nailing down excellent copy that converts, copy that sells. But just the why, and introducing entrepreneurs and business owners to the idea of being intentional with your words. It's not just something that you want to just now. Some people have the natural proclivity to write, whether from your posts to your ads. Some people have the natural proclivity to just whatever comes out of their brain onto the screen, onto paper, is the right thing to say. It hits all the points. It hits all the persuasive points. But that's actually very rare. There's actually a lot of, again, intention. There's a lot of technical aspects to writing copy, and most of it is reduction. Most of it boils down to reducing things to this basic, simple, common denominator, denominator. And so a lot of times, and again, I'll get into different techniques. A lot of times, a business owner will have a lot to say, will know what they want to get across, but they can't. It's just not a switch in their brain, or they don't have the brain power. You're doing so many things. they don't have the mental bandwidth at all times to be able to sit down and it takes concentration. It takes focus uh, to make your words concise. Because again, right now I'm just spilling out spewing out what I want to say. I'm not very concise in what I'm saying right now because I'm just getting out my ideas. But if this was an actual sales video, I would tighten up and be very intentional about what I want to say, structure it, what points I want to hit, how I want to hit it, and get it done. And again, that's what the skill of copywriting is. It's about getting your idea across in the most simple, concise way. And that, because that's what's going to be the most persuasive. When you have those powerful keywords strategically placed, and then there's the visual aspect of copywriting. Again, I'll get into the techniques, italics, bolds, spacing, all these things, the visual aspect. So it's not just what you're saying, but how it's being conveyed on the screen, on in a video, on your script. All these things, that your intonation for someone who's actually communicating it, or if it's just on text. Again, the spacing, the italics, the boldness. This is what I'm introducing to local basic business. Basic business. That's what I'm about. Basic business. So, one second. So I don't think I haven't given a proper introduction, but I'm Anthony Washington. I am an entrepreneur, author, copywriter, marketing consultant, polymath, really. Uh, Melanated man of mystery, really. That's my claim to fame. So we're talking about copywriting, as if anybody has any questions. Yeah, because like Gary Vee said, your best tool is your anonymity. Right now, I don't have notoriety. A notoriety. I don't have a big notoriety. What movie is that from? You don't got a notoriety. Oh yeah, I know what movie that's from. From Trap. Is it called Trap? Low key classic movie. Like hood kind of hood classic. A lot of people don't know about. Uh, he said you got a bad notoriety. And anyway. All right. Let me go back. Boy, this is ghetto. Oh, you ghetto, Wash. So I call myself Wash. This is ghetto, dog. That's what I get for trying to be fancy. But well, you hear that? Something going on around here. Okay. It's a motorcycle. Anyway. Alright. So yeah, we talked about copywriting. So why? The why. Let's clear this. So why copywriting? Because you want to be persuasive. You want to be intentional. because you want to get more sales. You want to get more brand awareness. And brand awareness with copywriting, that's going to come from being able to tell your story. At a certain point, you want to build community. At a certain point, you want to build community with what you're doing, with your, whether that's your clothing brand, you know, or whether you're a service business, whether you're affiliate marketing, whatever your brand is, okay, whatever your brand is, it's going to be tied to a it's going to be tied to a story, which is going to create a community. And how do you do that? With copywriting, with persuasive and intentional words that evoke emotion. Okay, so copywriting is about psychology. Okay, you're gonna get into the mind. That's a brain. If you didn't know, it's a brain. It's a mind. We're gonna get into the mind of the person. Okay, so evoke emotion, psychology. These are all these things that this is the difference. This is gonna be the difference between you, between 90 to 95% don't really understand copywriting. 95% of business owners, entrepreneurs really don't understand copywriting. I've done copywriting, like I said before. If I knew then what I knew now when I first started getting into copywriting, and actually, I'll be honest with you, I'm teaching it now because it's something that, of course, you can hire out for, but it's really a skill that, especially solopreneurs, small business owners, need to know, or at least need to know. If they don't know how to do it themselves, they need to know how to recognize what is good copy, so that you can hire properly and not get took. If I'd have knew then what I knew now, I literally have generated millions of dollars in sales, or helped generate millions of dollars in sales for some pretty well-known brands. And when you get into that world, you gotta, sometimes sign different non-disclosures, non-competes, so you can't really talk about those brands. I do, shameless plug, I do have a copywriting template that you can find on my website, anthonybwashington.com/resources, and you can download my copywriting templates from actual Fortune 500 companies, big companies. And if I knew then what I knew now, I wouldn't just take fees, because again, generating millions of dollars, I don't have millions of dollars. I don't have a percentage of that. I've made some money, and I'm straight. I've taken care of my family, and I'm on like Earl Nightingale says, the definition of success is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. So I am a success, and I'm on my way to more success. But if I knew then what I knew now, I would take more equity. I would structure more, better partnerships, better deals for myself, leveraging the skills that I have to get into more of a partnership or of an equity situation with these companies, instead of just taking fees. But you live and you learn, and I'm learning, and I've learned to take the skill of copywriting for my own business, for my own dealings, my own enterprises. So it's all a blessing. It's all good. and I want to take the opportunity to teach. Those who know teach. That's what I'm all about. Those who know teach, and I need to put my expertise out there and just start putting my content out there. So that's why copywriting. That's the why behind copywriting. It's about sales. It's about brand awareness, evoking emotion, so that you can tell your story. You can build that community, and that's what's gonna bring in more money, more money, more money. It's not all about money, but damn it, we're in business, and that is the bottom line. The bottom line is about making some damn money. So that's my introduction to copywriting. That's all I have for right now. I'm gonna leave it at that. Tune in with me tomorrow. Tomorrow. And I'm gonna get into the nitty gritty of some copywriting. So thank you. God bless. Anybody on this live? Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And take care.